crowd, huge crowd. Here we go. One day for to hear them shout and pray, for to hear the preacher plow the gospel loud. Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. The preacher said I must repent, so right down the aisle I went. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Never been to heaven, but I've been told it's a first-class city and the streets are gold. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold right on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Nothing from a journey now. Keep your hand on the plow and hold right on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold right on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. 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 Well, happy April 4th, happy Easter, happy Passover, happy everything, whatever I don't understand that people celebrate on a beautiful day like today. My name is Billy McLaughlin. This is the Church of the Lost Souls, the Chosen Ones, as I call them. And you know what? We're here because you're here. There's no other reason for us to be here unless you're here with us, either in person or out there on the internet. God bless you for joining us. And yeah, it's a special day because when we started this series back on the 14th of February, it was 17 degrees below zero. And right now outside, it's like 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Above. No, I have to, you know, when you talk to people from other parts of the country, if you're from Minnesota, you have to make clear, it's 75 degrees above zero.
You have to have diversity here.
How wonderful. Spring is in the air, Easter is in the air, a new life, a new something is happening, and we're coming to you from the historic Parkway Theater of South Minneapolis. And the historic Parkway Theater was built in 1931. If you don't know, I just want to make it clear. It was built in 1931, and in 1931,
there were no cell phones.
No way.
We know him.
And if you did have a telephone, you had to talk to the woman on the main line or the man on the main line. More often, as I've seen on PBS, it was women that were kind of, you know, they had the little speaker thing up there and they were doing the plug and plug and plug. And the main line of the telephone was when you called in and asked, can you connect me? Can you connect me? To Rochester 549. Like they had weird names for that. Like I didn't know, what's Rochester 549? You guys remember that? Anyone? If you don't, we're gonna bring you back in history now. We're a very astute historical type of a group.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where we can address these situations where if you wanted to make a phone call, you had to go through the operator and she had to do that thing. And this song is called, well, it's all about what if you could call into the main line and who could maybe be on the phone? What?
There you go.
Yes,
You got it.
It's a traditional tune written in the 1930s, not documented till the 1950s through Alan Lomax and his project with the Smithsonian. But I want to just introduce a song called, and I'm going to introduce the band as we go, Jesus on the Main Line.
Yep.
Call him up
Yeah.
and tell him what you want. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
I know Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Lord, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up, oh, and tell him what you want. The line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. No, the line is never busy. Tell her what you want. Oh, the line is never busy. Tell her what you want. You can call her up and tell her what you want. Yeah. Well, you want his kingdom. Tell him what you want. Oh, if you want his kingdom, tell him what you want. Yeah, if you want his
and you wanna be well.
Tell him what you want.
Come on now, if you're sick and you wanna be well.
Tell him what you want. Call him up.
Call them up.
Call him up. Call him up.
Call him up and tell him what you want. That was me.
If you're feeling down and out, tell him
What you
Oh, I said if you're feeling down and out, tell him what you want. Oh, I said if you're feeling down and out, tell him what you want. Just call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh, I know Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want.
Whoa, Jesus is on the main line.
Tell him what you want.
Call him up and tell him what you want.
Call him up and tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. Well, all right.
I did that last night.
Called him up.
No, I really did. I called him up. I told him what I wanted.
And here we are.
And here we are. That's exactly it.
Thank you, guys.
It's a miracle.
Kind of is.
It is.
Kind of is.
I'm not in a big hurry today. But I'm glad you caught on to that. That was great. So many different times in our history with music, especially pop music, we've come across tough times where we're trying to create community more than we're trying to create division, right?
Yeah.
And if Paul McCartney, who's a dear friend of mine,
Besties.
I think he's watching right now, actually.
no, you guys, there's so much going on right now. And I know that when the Beatles put out this tune that we're going to feature our converted bass player turned drummer turned lead singer on this piece. And if you've been a longtime viewer now, which it's possible to be because we're now on week 8.
Wow.
Can you imagine that we've done 8 Sundays with you, and we told you from day one that we were not going to leave you. We would be here for you on Sundays. And that's part of what it means to be part of the Church of the Lost Souls that's looking for direction. Wah, wah. Look, I might change the name of this show. Well, why is right.
Don't conform.
I can't use the word prairie. But I could. Okay, wait a minute. I could.
It's just a word.
Come on, Laura Mack. Okay, I'm looking at you right now. I could say this is the Sunday home companion. See?
The meadow cabin comrade.
Friend.
If you can't be spontaneous and let everyone in the band at least have a word or two, then you're not doing a good job as a leader.
He's correct.
Billy's the best. Hey, give it up for Billy McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
The things he puts up with.
Well, I know the most important thing for all of us is to be real about what's going on. Yeah. And it doesn't mean real about any specific issue. It's just let's be real. And when Kathleen had her spotlight show, and she said, I'm not going to ask how y'all doing out there. I'm going to ask how y'all doing in there. And she's my champion, and she'll get a chance to sing more tonight too, and next week. But at the moment, let's go back. Let's hit something with Patrick Nelson for the first time ever on lead vocals.
Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? Why see it your way? Run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still think that it's all right. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. Why you see it your way? There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. Why you see it your way? There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out.
Pat Nelson. Pat Nelson. Woo. It's true. It's true. I like that guy a lot.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate
You're welcome. You do so much. Thanks.
Support. Can you feel?
The love tonight.
Down, Dan.
Sundays with the Church of the Lost Souls is
Unpredictable.
really about welcoming people where they are. If you're looking for directions, we're not sure we can give them to you, but we're going to try to through the music. And did that song have some direction or not?
Yeah.
I would say it did,
I would say so too.
which is why I picked it. It's not easy being the guy that's got to pick all this music for this group because everyone is so dynamic and wonderful, and each week somebody gets featured. And but the biggest point of it is that we want you to feel like if you don't have another place to be on Sunday, or even if you do have another place, you can come here, join us at the Parkway Theater in South Minneapolis, either in person or online. And you online folks, we're depending on you to help us keep this going. We have a fall series planned. Yes, we do. This was never planned to be kind of a one-off spring 2021 COVID before people even would be willing to come out. You guys, it's been crazy. It's been so hard. We're so proud of you, and you're all spaced and everyone's safe, and so I run out of the words sometimes, especially on a day like today where we're thinking and talking about a new beginnings, but the reality that there are lives in the balance, and there's people under fire, and Minneapolis has been, certainly kind of at the focal point. I've been waiting for something to happen for a week or a month or a year, with the blood of the ink in the headlines and the sound of the crowd in my ear. You might ask what it takes to remember when you know that you've seen it before, where a government lies to a people and the country is drifting to war, and there's a shadow on the faces of the men who send the guns to the wars that are fought in places where their business interests run. On the radio, talk shows, and the TVs, you hear one thing again and again: how the USA stands for freedom, and we come to the aid of a friend. But who are the friends that we call her? These governments killing their own, or the people who finally can't take anymore, and they pick up a gun or a brick or a stone, and their lives in the balance. There are people under fire. There are children at the cannons. There are shadow on the faces of the men who fan the flames of the wars that are fought in places where we can't even say their names. They sell us the president the same way they sell us their clothes and their cars. They sell us everything from youth to religion, the same time they sell us our war. I want to know who the men in the shadows are. I want to hear you asking them why. They can be counted on to tell us who our enemies are, but they're never the ones to fight or to die. And there are lives in the balance. There are people under fire. There are children at the cannons. There are blood on the wine. the balance. Lives on the balance. There are lives in the balance. There are lives in the balance.
Yeah.
Got to give it up. Got to give it up for the great band right next to me, Kathleen Johnson. Oh, sorry, honey. Karen Paris, Amy Courts, Laura McKenzie on the wind-powered Celtic Experience, Dan Ristrom on the bass, Billy O back there on percussion, as you know. Pat Nelson already introduced on the drums, and then I've got Nathan Wilson on fiddle and mando, and Luke Enyart, one of our secret weapons of all time, who has emerged to be a great part of the group, and we're just lucky to have everybody here. Who says you need a whole band to do something wonderful? And I'd say that if I could play the piano and sing like she does, then I would do this.
Yeah, that's good.
But I can't. And I don't have a cowboy hat. So please welcome on a special little vignette. Do you know how to spell that? Vignette?
Isn't that what you put on your salad?
No.
Okay.
Please welcome Karen Paris on a wonderful Ben Harper tune, Waiting on an Angel.
Now, angel, won't you come around me? Angel, hear my plea. Take my hand and lift me up so that I can fly with thee. So that I can fly with thee. So speak kind to a stranger, because you'll never know. It just might be an angel come knocking at your door. Come knocking at your door. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Karen Porras, thank you for that, honey. Every week there's going to be different little spotlights that happen, and we're working our way towards our spotlight artist for today. But this is a typical time where I would get the guitar out and kind of try to make y'all crazy about my guitar playing. Which you already are, so that's like dumb. I wonder if instead of having me play the guitar and have Nathan do his magic above and beyond the guitar, couldn't we just have Nate Wilson come up and do a solo piece on the fiddle? And why wouldn't we do that here on the 4th of April? It's a beautiful tune. Nate, please come and let's share the spotlight with each other, and let Nathan share a piece called "The Ashokan Farewell," which is if you haven't heard of the title, I'm pretty sure you'll know this piece. And so one more time, Nathan Wilson. I quit the violin when they gave me that as my first lesson. I just quit. Could you blame me? How fun. It's time to part of what the Church of Lost Souls is really all about. We're finding each other during a time. I was a little offended by a text that I got from somebody earlier today. He said, I caught a couple of those Church of the Losers. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Don't be joking with me. I mean, I can take a good joke. Hey, did you hear the one about, no, the Easter Bunny? I don't have one. I don't have one. I can take a good joke, but what we're trying to do is pull wonderful people, different backgrounds, different faith, different musical. The most important thing is that we're sharing music and we're trying to bring people together during this time, whether it's here at the Parkway, again, built in 1931. You guys are part of a big tradition by being here today, but also by reaching out to people that are all around the globe. And I have one friend. I have one friend in India, and I hope he's watching this and checking it out. No, I have more than one. Anyhow. So if indeed it's true, and if all the publicity is true, we have a wonderful performer that you may need to reconnect with right now, right here at the Parkway Theater, part of the Church of the Lost Souls. Please welcome Willie Wisely. Willie, are you here? Hey, there he is. Woo-hoo. Take it away, buddy.
I'm going underground. All right. Hello, my man. Yep, Lawrence, all good? All right. Yeah, I've been working on the mustache. The mustache will have an explanation, actually, later in the show. You know it. All right. Thank you, Billy, for having me. It's an honor, a pleasure. This is, I personally went 449 days without a show, which is easily the longest since I first boarded a stage in 1979. So, yep. For those of us addicted, that was 449 days of like methadone or something, right? Or the fake stuff. It's so great to see all you people here. Thank you very much, and thanks for staying far away. All right. Early in the morning when the sun comes through any window, breaks the promise of each day a new early morning. Through any window, blue is the memory of a bedroom eyes, green as the envy I can't hide, red is the color that she lays so bare in early morning. Sunlight kissed me on my head of gloom in early morning, glides across the bed then fade by noon through any window. In early morning, blue is the memory of a bedroom eyes, green as the envy
us take them far from home. Take the children far from home. Take the children far from home, soon to see how sad their lives become. Through any window, and blue is the memory of a bedroom eyes. Green as the envy I can't hide. Red is the color that she lays so bare in early morning. Through any window in early morning. Through any window.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This next song, I recently saw a documentary, and I realized right now that I may not have the name of it correctly. The Life and Death of Marsha P. Johnson. And I found it quite moving, about a transgender hero who was mysteriously murdered. And I found her to be to be a very inspiring character. So I have a new song to present to you today, and I'm all nerves. I'm going to do it. So it's called The Queen of Alphabet Avenue.
Every Tuesday morning, she'll be boarding where the signs reach her makeup planes. Purple skirt and ostrich feather, never caring about the weather, squeezing through the door of the train. Then at precisely 7:03, she says, setting my people free. Y'all dig the Queen of Alphabet Avenue. These streets is mean, all right, they're mean, but she does what she has to do. Y'all dig Marsha P., the Queen of Alphabet Avenue.
Thank you.
I sit frozen, composing my opening lines, flirting, certain my words are sure to intrude. When an off-duty officer offers up his seat till he realizes she is a dude. So don't you know this here's the girl who through the shot glass heard around the world. Y'all dig the Queen of Alphabet Avenue. These streets is mean, all right, they're mean, and she does what she has to do. Long live Marsha P., the Queen of Alphabet Avenue. Escorts herself, her people free. Afro's mighty, it escorts her. Well, when you gonna set my, when you gonna set my, when you gonna set my people free? Tuesday morning, I witnessed the dawn without a sign of the girl from Jamaica Plains.
Purple studs and ostrich feather, never caring about the weather. Double daring clouds to make rain. Then at precisely 7:03, we all say, set the people free. Y'all dig the Queen of Alphabet Avenue. Who killed the Queen? Oh, no, the Queen. She did what she has to do. There'll be no peace till she sees that we've done all she asked us to do. Whoa. Y'all dig Marsha P. the Queen. Y'all dig Marsha P. the Queen. Whoa, Marsha P. the Queen of Alphabet Avenue. All right, hey, I'd love to get Billy's band up here. The Lost Souls, I need you guys. I need direction. I need to be saved. We got to do music together.
That was awesome. Marsha be the queen.
All right. Oh, it's got a hook. All right, good.
The queen.
Oh, that's very flattering. No.
She's a legend.
Tell them about that. Tell them about. Is it recorded?
The Queen of Alphabet Avenue is not recorded. I just finished it on a recent visit to California, and where I watched the movie, and I haven't even demoed it up yet. No, so it's brand new for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, we just recorded it. Yeah, 4K, 5K, 6K, TJK. TJ's our tech guy. TJK. All right. I really should take a moment. That last thing kind of battered.
Yep.
Billy was talking about, getting on the phone and manually dialing phone numbers. Well, the battery in my tuner went, so I am going manual as well. I'm mainlining.
Got an extra one.
Thank you, sir. Okay, where do I put this? I'm in tune. Yeah.
Larry Case, everyone. Larry Case.
don't want to sanitize
the man with
that
the
when
plan. Yeah, right?
All right. The Who have a great song called I'm in Tune. Maybe you should do that next week.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, I know you take suggestions. We're doing one shortly. All right. You've taken a lot of your bandwidth and time. I'm so glad to be playing with all you people. I might be so excited about the rendition we're about to do afterwards that I might forget to thank you. So in advance, mwah. All right. Getting a pick. I'm your puddle of water, you jump over me. Your rusty old screen door, you come and go as you please. Everything comes to you so easily. There's so much more to you than me. So I look up to find you flying over Parador, wishing I had wings to fly to, wishing I was self-absorbed. scratchy records, collecting extra time. Drop the needle on another reason to keep your heart from reaching mine. I'm your Mario Lanza's last concert in Spain. MCMLXVI got played and played. All feels so lazy. Come on and play me. So I look up to find you flying over Parador, wishing I had wings to fly to, wishing I was self-absorbed. Gotta find another hobby, keep me busy and take up time. I'll forget that you don't call me and slip inside this dream of mine. Over Parador. Gotta find another hobby, keep me busy and take up time. I'll forget that you don't call me and slip inside this dream of mine. Over Thank you, everybody. My name is Willie Wisely. I really appreciate you having me.
Willie Wisely, everybody. And Willie, tell us, where is Parador? Just real quick. Is it in Puerto Rico, or is it in Spain? I think it's in Spain, or is it imagination?
It's in Hollywood, yes.
Oh.
And Richard Dreyfuss could tell us all about it.
Oh.
It was a movie called Moon over Parador, and it's a fictional South American country.
Okay.
Where a lot of comical stuff happens, and we took it out of the comic realm and into the longing, spurned neighborhood.
Well, what's cool about that question is that we're going to play a song about we're going to finish out, and let's give it up again. Willie's going to lead us out, and this is really fun. It doesn't always happen, but when it does happen, when our spotlight artist can lead us out, and I need to take and give everyone just a second here, that next week we have Karin Vogley, Tim Franzik, and Dean McGraw.
Firepower.
Their group is called Sophia. They're going to be with us on the 11th. On the 18th, we have Adam Levy and his group, Turn, 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 and you really should be tuning in for this, for every one of these. And then we've got Annie Mac on the 25th of April, and sadly, it's just only sad because it's the last of the 12 weeks. But happily and wonderfully, we have Peter Mayer joining us on the 2nd of May. So 2nd of May. So it's gone incredibly quickly, and we are completely going to bring this back in the fall because. What did we call, or what are you going to call this, Sunday Home Companion? Parkway Home Companion? No, that would be even better. Let's call it Parkway Home Companion, you guys.
No, Billy, the jokes are too good. You got to do your own thing.
I know, but we don't do all the little, comedy. Hey, Willie, last week when you got home, what did you see when you drove in the driveway? We don't do that. Yeah, no, we don't.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, so, but we need to tell you, we've got weeks coming up. Sophia. And then Adam Levy, and then Annie Mac, and then Peter Mayer. It's going to be a lot of fun the next few weeks. If you don't have anywhere to go on Sundays, please join us. If you go somewhere else and come here at the end of the day, that's awesome for us too, because we're here, and we promised you that we would be here, and we promised you that we would love you up, and that's our only big job. And so, in comparison to the question about Parador. Where is Shambhala? Ooh. In Tibetan and Northern Indian culture, it is a mythical place where you go and you find all wellness and harmony and connection with other people. That's where Shambhala is. But I know it from Three Dog Night, don't you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Wash away my troubles, wash away my pain with the rain and Shambhala. Wash away my sorrow, wash away my shame with the rain and Shambhala. Everyone is helpful, everyone is kind on the road to Shambhala. Everyone is lucky, everyone is so fine on the road to Shambhala. How does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? How does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? I can tell my sister by the flowers in her eyes out on the road to Shambhala. I can tell my brothers by the flowers in his eyes out on the road to Shambhala. Hit it. Hey, 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 hey,
It's 1969.
Everyone, thank you for being here for a week 8.
Willie Wisely.
Really on the lead. Oh, my goodness sakes. Hey, everyone, that's it for our show, except for the most wonderful part of it, which is a short Q&A with our spotlight guest. And as we say goodbye to Kathleen, Karen, Amy, Laura, Billy, Dan, Patrick, Nathan, and Luke, can you believe the size of this band is bigger than what they have at Jimmy Fallon's band? Plus, I write all my own jokes. It could be good or bad. I'm not saying it gets me anywhere. But here's the fun thing about the Church of the Lost Souls. We're going to take a minute and we're going to chat with Willie. And he's so gracious and willing to do that. And the band will be back next week, so we thank them as well. And we thank the Parkway Theater, Jessica Paxton, our wonderful manager Craig, and Lauren Wicklander, and our crew, Larry, the masked man, who's a pretty darn good goalie. If you need a hockey goalie, he can play goalie for you. And the band's just going to load out while we chat for a minute. And we also really have to thank Hannah, who has been working on all the promotions. Again, Jessica from the Parkway Theater, Liz from the Parkway Theater, Lauren, Craig, and our man on the wonderful connection between audio and video. He does it all himself, but he's got 2 initials. It's TJ. Because you got to have more than 1 initial if you do both. Did you not get that?
1 initial if you do both.
I thought I had you. Larry, mask, if you got one. Mask, if you got one. So I'm going to stay. Willie was so great. He sent me right before he headed over. He had a test, and and I am. Yeah, we'll find something to. Willie, welcome to the Church of the Lost Souls. You've heard about it. You've seen it. Maybe is it a little different being here live?
Oh yes, it's much more real live. I don't have anything except something obvious to say like that. But being here is so much different. I've watched probably 7 of them.
Yeah.
Seriously, right, and I just there's nothing like being with people, right?
449 days. Mm-hmm. You went without playing a live gig. I know you have been active. If you want to check out more of Willie's music, it's not very hard to find him. He's got lots and lots of live streaming that he does, much more than we do, and he can tell you, and again, I can't wait for you to get that new song out. That is a beautiful piece. Didn't you agree? Kate.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop asking questions. We're going to open it up both to online questions coming from all over the world, maybe one question from my one friend in India. What? Who knows? We could have online questions from wherever, but if you have a question for Willie, and even if you want to know where he lives, because we didn't establish exactly if he lives in Minnesota or if he lives in Antarctica or wherever he lives, if you have a question, please ask. And I'll repeat the question for the online audience. Thank you. Basic question for you online people. Didn't know about you. You're wonderful, but we.
Oh, can you say that again?
We're learning about you, And we want to know more about what your history is. I think was a big part, right? What's the background? So, did you grow up with a guitar? Were you born with a guitar in your hands?
No.
Okay.
I was born with Freebird on the radio. I was born in St. Louis, and I was moved here. My dad got a job at this place called Target. If you ever heard of it, in 1971, 2, so.
Right on.
And he became a buyer for them, so moved his young family up from St. Louis. And I grew up here in the late 80s and 90s, the incubator of this, the music scene. Prince, of course, is the godfather, but it just everything that happened in the late 80s and 90s that was so spectacular and unique to the cities. I got to witness it, and I worked at First Avenue had a promotion for 6 years, right in the early 90s, and learned so much, saw so many shows, met so many wonderful people, and that really made me feel forever part of this scene. But because this is a band town, there's a lot of bands that come out of here. It's harder to be a singer-songwriter just strictly out of Minneapolis. And I decided to move to Los Angeles in 2000, and I spent 18 years there with my young family, and who's now getting a little older, the kids, 13 and 15. We moved back here for the schools. The schools in LA are a little rough, unless you want to pay $27,000 a year to send your kid to 5th grade.
Wow.
It's just, the math.
Wow.
Yeah. And so.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah. So we moved back to grandparents. And Matamidi, we heard that was a great school district. So that's what I do. I've 8 studio albums starting in 1992. I toured 1,000 gigs across the nation, Canada, and went to Japan 3 times on tours. And but that's about the extent of it. Almost always on indie labels. And I hope I answered your question. But my stuff is available everywhere, streaming, as Billy noted. And we came out with a new record in 2019, 2020, which is for sale at the door, and vinyl, cassettes, and CDs. And I've got a new album cooking, as you saw tonight. So I hope I answered your question, but I really like the part about how I'm wonderful.
Yeah, that was part of the question.
Can you say that again?
That was part of the question for sure. And now we've got an online question. What's this? Okay. Online question is, when and where did you and Karen Paris, our wonderful, one of the mainstays of Simple Gifts and Church of the Lost Souls, how did you and Karen connect? Is that it?
It got to start out with Karen.
And anyone else? Did you have any connections with anyone else, or did everybody just show up today and sound fabulous because of your leadership?
Oh my God, it's all you, Billy. All right, yeah, I can quickly answer that question. I'm not joking. Karen is, and hats off to Billy. He has some of the, top echelon female vocalists in the area are always with you. A whole cast of characters. You have such exquisite taste in vocal quality, and I just can't be humbled enough to be on stage with the likes of Karen and Amy and Kat, and the others too who've been with Simple Gifts and all that.
The Bee Gees in the back.
Man,
that's what I call the boys in the back. Dan and Patrick and Luke, they're the Bee Gees.
That's true. There. That's true. Voices of angels. To answer the question, Karen and I, Karen was in a band called Bug! Exclamation point. Yes, and let's see who else. Who is? It was. It was Rick Meyer, John Fields, and Karen and Neifeld, the drummer named. Drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is kind of getting to be ancient history, mid-90s, and they were doing well around town. They cut an album, and they cut an album for October Records, which is now defunct, but an important little label in the mid-90s. And I got signed to October as well, and so the producer, John Fields, just thought, we got to get Karen in here. She's just top quality vocal, because I had written a duet, sort of a Broadway-esque song called Lady of Love. And it was super like, you know, da-la-la-la, you know, stage. and it really required two people. And it all involved the comic underlying of the song is that it's about a guy who, he's early. He if you know what I mean. He does his thing early. Anyway, and it was all about like, I'm sorry. It's just the ultimate apology song from a man. And
Wow.
God, one woman is laughing. I'm glad. Saved me. All right. So anyway, Karen came in. We needed to do the duet thing, and she just came in and scared the shit out of me because I sing, but I don't sing. And so I had to really step up. So we had a great session in there. I think she cut some backing vocals on my other songs on my album She from 1996, which is out front. So
Today proved that you sing. You sounded great today, brother. I mean, that was really, really very, very cool to see you do your thing and get that whole Tuck and Patty thing going on the guitar, and then the band comes out and they learn the tune, and I can't even play on it because my mind is going a million places for Three Dog Night. Yeah. But everything just came together so beautifully today. And if anyone else has got an online question, or anyone here in the room would like to know anything more about where he got his pants, which is my big question. And well, actually, I kind of asked him already, and he gave a quick. Just give the quick answer about where you find things and how much you typically pay for them and how you kind of look for them.
I haven't bought a new piece of vintage clothing in 20 years. Because correct. In the mid-'90s and before then, when I started touring in like 1998, actually I first went to Duluth with the Ruby Trees in 1987.
Ruby Trees.
Yeah, and I had a girlfriend. I always have girlfriends. I'm kind of the marrying type. I really lock down, but the road is very, particularly back then. That was even like I started, even before AIDS. We've been through a lot together. But the road used to be more racy, and particularly we were younger. We were in our early 20s, and it just, it's all this hooking up going on, and girls, and I really needed to stay out of trouble. And so I would not drink on the road, and I would try to make plans in each town to just go to the vintage stores and the Goodwills. And I wound up just becoming really attracted to this idea of standing in front of a mirror trying on crazy shit. And back then, you could still find glorious, big E, if this means anything to anybody, big E Levi's. Levi's tag in a certain period of time had a capital E instead of a lowercase e, and it's all, everyone, there's an extra $500 for those on eBay. But, so I just collected closets of this stuff, and it accumulated, and I got it for next to nothing when you could still walk into, Cedar Falls, Iowa, and just, is there a Cedar Falls, Iowa? Yeah, been to a lot, yeah, okay. Cedar Rapids, South Dakota, okay. Yeah, you can still just walk in those places and just like, okay, $5. So, I just still have a lot of that. It's not, that stuff is, these things would, be a fortune now. And in fact, a lot of the fabrics, they grow weak. And so I walk around very daintily in these. I don't do any James Brown, nothing I can do. I could do it if I wanted. But
whatever you did on the Prairie Home thing.
The sound effect.
That was incredible.
Anyway, I hope I over-answered your question.
I think that we should give it up not only for his wardrobe, but for his musical talent, his charm and his personality and his ability to give something to those of us who are looking for direction, because that's why you would come to the Church of the Lost Souls, to find direction, right? And we love you. Now go love each other, everybody. Willie Wisely. And we'll see you next week live here from the Parkway Theater in South Minneapolis.
Thank you, Billy.
it's always fun to try to find that rap and the language for it.